Scene Mom says, welcome to the new podcast from former Phoenix radio host Danny Cutler. Each week bringing you independent music, industry news, the occasional interview, and other fun segments. Let's get to it. Scene Mom says hello and welcome to episode number 73. I am Danny, your host and Scene Mom. Very glad you have joined me for another week. Very excited the show. We're doing things a little off format. I'm not giving you all the news, not giving you the music history. I'm giving you Amanda Meli. I have, actually, this is a very special moment in the Scene Mom podcast because she is my first face-to-face in the room guest, and she's trying not to crack up.
I can touch you.
Yes, we can. She's right here. I'm touching.
We're holding hands.
And that's how this interview is going to go, my friends.
Kind of.
But I'm very excited because, you know, I did this all the time in Phoenix. I had guests in the show and it's just so much fun. I mean, I don't mind Zooms. Zooms are fine. Recording Zooms is fine. But being with somebody in the same room and feeding off each other's energy is always better.
Especially when it's yours.
And yours.
And mine. We bubble.
Yes, we totally bubble. So anyway, we're going to jump right in because she's already spoken. So I would like to introduce you to Amanda Meli. She is an artist here in central western Massachusetts. Gorgeous voice. I actually played her. She was one of the first people, like along with Morgan Elise, that I've played on the show because when I moved here, the first thing I did was start looking for musicians in the area and stalking everybody. And My Twin Flame was the first song I played from you on my show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And beautiful. When I first heard your voice and you taking that register up there, I was like, what?
Oh,
just amazing. So
I can keep you.
So then as I can keep you. Then is getting to know you, Amanda. You invited me down to Sturbridge last year, 2024, for the Singer-Songwriter Showcase / Competition / Great Day / everything, which we will get into a little later. Yep. But that's how I met you in person. And I met Franco that day. And I think I met Dave that day. I think he was there. I did meet Ryan that day. I mean, I met so many people and discovered more musicians. Yeah. It was just wonderful. And I was so honored that you asked me to judge because you just met me, didn't know me from anybody.
There's a vibe about you. And if you know anything about people, it's you need to come in and you support music. I was like, what? And you have passion and it comes through. Your kind heart comes through.
Well, I appreciate that. That is really sweet of you because I'm not going to deny it. It's definitely true.
No, it isn't. So it's just
nicer when someone else says it.
Immersive. Like you need to just be fully immersed. Know everybody right now. Jump in.
Well, I got to tell you and we'll talk about this too. Maybe I should say we'll talk about this and just get to it. Let's back up and we'll get to talking about the scene.
Yeah.
But for now, give us a little background into how your love of music began, how you started playing in the area, just some musical background.
Oh, gosh. Right. I just remember growing up with music. You know, my parents, my grandparents, all of them had different favorite musics. That's why I'm so open to all of it. And you know what? Everybody goes through things in dark times. And so I just remember observing and feeling that no matter what anybody was going through in whatever part of my family, when the music was playing, it was okay. And not only that, you got the best of a person. It was like their heart and their soul were there and you got to bond with them. They weren't in survival. They weren't doing work. They were all present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you start on guitar?
No, so I started on drums.
Really?
Yeah, I was a drummer.
Nice.
Not crazy good, I don't think. Although they really like me on the cajon and the treble drums. So
nice.
Like at open mic, if I'll back somebody up and I'm like, whoa, and I'm like, yeah, you know. But I was snare drum. I had a third grade music teacher was playing a song and was getting into it, and I saw him tapping, and I was like, I'm gonna tap because I can do it too. And he was shocked. He goes,
that you could keep a beat,
right? That I was, yeah, absolutely. So he invited me to stay with another student as well, who was a boy, and he had 2 drum sets, and he put us on them, and he goes, "Can you guys do this, this, and that?" And I could do all of it. Nice. I mimicked him perfect, yeah. And he was like, he was just, oh my goodness, oh, we got to tell band, we got to, wow. And he just couldn't believe it. And
girl drummers are cool.
So I'll tell you about my love for drums. Drums are my favorite instrument.
Yeah.
Even though I play guitar, I play it like a drummer. A lot of other guitarists look at me and they're doing melodies and leads, and I'm sitting there chugging away like it's a drum. Mm-hmm. So I often, if you see me doing things, I'm using like the top hat, and I'm using this like the snare beat, and I do that with my and I'm doing time. It's different. That's
very cool. Like you figured out how to make it your own, right?
Yeah, because I couldn't. Guitar was like pulling teeth.
Was it?
Yeah. Some people feel this way about math, and I'm like a math whiz, so I love math, algebra. Probably the drums is what gave me that foundation. Right. I don't know.
Maybe.
And so I wanted to play guitar in the worst way so bad. My brother was starting to play. My dad got me a left-handed guitar strung backwards because we didn't have a lot of money. And I was like, cool. Fair. And so, nope, couldn't do it. 2 years later, tried again, couldn't do it. I mean, it was wretched.
But when you changed your mindset about how to play.
Yeah. So my brother brought me a keyboard after, like, I actually had gotten injured. And he was like, "Here, Mandy." So my family calls me Mandy. And brought me the keyboard. And when he showed me the patterns for the chords, it lit me up. And he goes, "Now that's the same as this on the guitar." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, you're very visual.
Oh, yeah.
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 That's very cool. And how about your vocals? Did you have like training? Did you just start singing and this gorgeous voice came out?
Let's see. I would say I'm 98% self-taught.
Okay.
It's a little, I come from a little darkness. I don't know,
I would never have known that.
Okay.
Honestly.
I mean, so I actually was the sick kid in school. I stayed at Bay State Wing a couple years in elementary. I didn't get along with the kids. I didn't know how to, sink in. I was awkward. I was scared. I didn't have good self-esteem. And so I spent a lot of time alone. And so music, I just remember singing constantly. I know my dad was always singing. They were Italian, so they're always yelling. So there's a lot of good, it was a lot of good projection. And so it's like,
I have a Polish family, so it's kind of the same.
I was going to say, I noticed that they are. And I'd be like, okay. And you have such good breath control. And I think it was just, we did it every day and it wasn't bad. It was just, I'm upstairs, you're downstairs.
All that yelling strengthening your lungs.
It completely did. Sound guys are just like, wow. I didn't have to I'm like, cool. I didn't know that I was literally
the first thing you ever did was learn how to project.
It was learn how to project because I'm with these Italians that are screaming and I'm like, yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Okay, fine. So that's that.
So funny.
Yeah, and my dad would sing and I admired him. I loved that he could sing and have that voice and it gave him confidence. And again, that was the safe space. So I did that.
Nice.
And I spent hours in my room singing and singing and singing because it was my safe space.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I definitely relate. The times that we have talked before, we have a lot of overlapping, just in common vibes together. And that's another thing. I mean, I grew up playing viola and that was my safe space and that was my outlet. And it was, my escape in a lot of ways too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completely understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's magic. It's healing. It's all of it.
Hope you're enjoying the interview. We're going to take a short musical interlude break with one of the artists who is performing in the finals of the singer-songwriter competition, which is happening this Saturday. We're going to get to it in the interview in just a second. This is Andy Kuchta.
Things are going really good right now. I gotta go and find me a way to screw it up somehow, yeah. Take a good deed of doing vacation, quite inquisitively disrupt the investigation, yeah. A change of plans surely would do me fine. I'll be a real kind of conversation talker and make up my mind, yeah. Take a good deed of doing vacation, quite inquisitively disrupt the investigation, yeah. I'm storm chasing, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm storm chasing, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, I'm a nice guy, exhausted. Ooh, my friendly, I lost it. Some time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whoop, whoop, oh, yeah. Yeah, whoa, 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 yeah. Ooh, I'm a nice guy, exhausted. I'm storm chasing, yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, let's talk about the thing that I got involved with, the Singer-Songwriter Showcase. How we met. It's a very special thing for me now, even though I've only been a judge 1 year. But
you're a fixture.
But you brought me back.
Yeah, you're the energy.
And it's such an honor, seriously.
Likewise.
So this is actually the third year?
Third annual Singer-Songwriter.
So third annual. So I got in on the second. Where did the idea come from to want to do... I know this could probably go in many directions.
It's okay. I'm going to try not to be so long-winded. I love talking to you.
Please.
Okay.
We can do part 1, part 2, part 3. I mean, I don't care. You know, it's week 10 of my interview with Amanda Meli.
Thank you guys for listening so much.
No, but where did the idea come from?
Oh, it came. So I write songs and I don't stop. I have about 80 ready to be recorded and produced, and I have a few hundred sitting there.
You are a writer. You're a poet.
Oh, thank you.
You are a poet.
And you know what? You would remember this, and it was so great because last year you really validated it, and it took a few years.
Aw, thank you.
You have no idea. I just couldn't stop writing and writing and writing and writing, and I had nobody to really listen.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to come up with the money at the time, sustaining all my finances to really invest in an album, or things wouldn't line up, and so on and so forth. So there was something. I looked up songwriting contest. I just had a weird thought, and I was like, why don't we have anything around here? And so I looked up one. There was one out on the coast, and I drove like 2 hours, and I submitted, and I did 3 songs, and the whole room roared for me, but I forgot my guitar strap because somebody put my guitar away previously. Mm-hmm. And I never knew that you take the guitar strap off and put it in the little case. I didn't know there was a hidden compartment. So I lost even though it was put away, I had lost my guitar strap. And so I was like, oh my God, here I am at the songwriting contest. Where's my guitar strap? And so I had struggled on trying to hold it up and also not stand, but stand. And but the judges were, there are certain.
They noticed.
They were like, you really need to be prepared when you do things. We just don't feel like you're ready.
I mean, that's fair.
And so, no, it was 100% fair. And and everybody in the room was upset. They were like, you were amazing. But I also noticed my energy and my big vocals were what I picked for the songs. And I was like, oh. So the other thing, and that's when I fast forward to you, I really wanted my writing to be noticed. I wanted to know if the writing was executed. I didn't want a bell and whistle. I didn't want, even though I'm a very big energy and I can do things to hopefully unwrap that song and do it justice, because I don't do it for the ego's sake, but I just wanted the written word. Did this connect to you? And so you did that for me.
Oh,
yeah. And you really validated me last year. And I'm a believer in self-validation, but there's nothing like community and having people reflect back things. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, and I'm coming in too as somebody completely blind to all of it because I just got here and just started learning about the music. So, it's like we talked about off the recording about leaving something and looking back, and having a perspective. So in a way, I brought a different perspective to it than all the people that you already have known for a long time and everything. Yeah. And when I went into it, you said this is a songwriting competition, singer-songwriter. And so I'm a big lyric girl.
Yeah.
And I mean, no matter what it is, it could be rap, it could be hard rock, it could be country or whatever. I like to hear what the lyrics are. What are you singing about?
Yep.
And that was the appeal when you asked me to judge. I was like, I love this. And I always want to know what made you write the song? Why, what's happening? What's the story? That's just what I've always loved.
Same.
That was the draw for me for being part of that competition is getting to hear their songs, because artists they should be acknowledged for not just how they sing, but for what they're singing.
That's what's huge to me. I want something with substance.
It's hard. I mean, and it's difficult because if you're not doing a specific show, people aren't really paying attention the same way. Even at open mics, it'll be at a bar, it'll be at a restaurant or whatever. Nobody is sitting there fully listening to what you're singing.
Yeah. They'll
hear how you're singing and they love it, or they love the sound of your voice, but are they really engaging with what you're singing about?
Often not.
Yeah. And that's fine.
Of
that's
course.
Just how it goes.
But it is,
but to have a competition like this and the focus, one of the focus is it's not just presentation. It's not just, can you sing? It's not just, do you know how to play a guitar? It's not, it's not that. It's, what have you been pouring your heart and soul into to write? And is that valid too? And it is 100%. So
you get it.
So it's
it's
some of that musical background for me too. I understand. I like to think I understand at least.
You do. Yeah.
But now this is the 3rd year. The finals are coming up on the 20th, which by the time this airs will just be a couple days away. Airs, it's a podcast, but
all of the above.
By the time it drops.
Yep. Drops.
Just a couple days away. Who are our finalists this year?
Well,
we have a lot.
We do. I have from June, we have Elias Acuna, Willie M. I know.
I love him too.
Marcus Cassavant.
So wonderful.
In July, we acquired Katie Verostic.
Oh, she was great.
I know.
I was going to say that right there.
Every single person we're going to say this about. Franco O'Malley.
Oh, wonderful.
Ryan McKenzie. I know. August, Andy Kushta, Dan Frost. Yep. Who is blooming.
Yes.
O'Lara.
Yes. I remember we were struggling to make sure.
I want to make sure I said her name right.
Yeah.
Came in like a wrecking ball of.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's right. Because we flipped her because we were waiting on some people and some people canceled last month.
Yep. We caught her off guard.
And she flew in and we're like, can you play now? And
right
she's like,
now.
Okay.
She's like, okay.
And she just blew us all away. Yeah. I mean, like our hair literally was.
I think it was Yeah. She made fans.
She earned her spot. They all earned their spots.
They all earned their spot. But that was the quirky, that was almost like there was no wild card, but that would have been the wild card. Because it was like, where did you
we do have a wild card, don't we?
So we have a wild card. And that's going to be Michael Luke Kelly.
So how does the wild card work in this?
So the wild card is I usually save 1 or 2 spots. So far 1. Mm-hmm. And I think with him, he had so much production. I know the judges really wanted to have more of an intimate experience with him. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just going to give it to him.
Hope you're enjoying my interview with Amanda Meli as we discuss the singer-songwriter competition this Saturday. We're going to take another musical interlude here with another finalist in the competition. This is Franco O'Malley with the Coffee Song. This isn't just a you come, you play, good job, you win.
Yeah.
Let them know what they win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are the prizes?
Yeah, it's really
these
good.
These prizes are amazing.
Yeah. So they kind of are. And it's for...
they kind of are. They really are. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, when I was on the coast, their songwriting contest was kind of, they had a prize, but that was like it. And it was one. It was kind of like, but I was like, how can I help more people? And so I got to talking in my network, and this is what we came up with. And so we have a Denny Cutler prize.
That's true.
Would you like to explain that?
I am not personally the prize, just putting that out there.
Dinner with Danny.
Good thing my husband doesn't listen to this podcast.
Good alliteration. You might want to,
No.
dinner with Danny.
So no. I did have a show on the radio called Danny's Diner, but it was a retro lunch hour. Played a bunch of 80s music, but no.
All right,
it's not dinner with Danny. But what I'll take this one.
Okay.
What I am doing is everyone who wins, all the first, second, third, however many, they're all going to get a consultation, analysis, marketing thing from me. We'll go over, because every musician is different, just like any type of business. We'll go over what your goals are for your music, for what you want to do with it, because it can be very specific depending on, what you want to do. And we'll just work through how we can make that happen and market and promote you in a way where you're happy and hopefully make you more seen.
Well, I've already heard a couple of people say they were very happy with what you gave them.
So. Ba-doom.
Just an FYI. It's coming down the grapevine.
So that's just one prize, and that's for everyone who makes it through the finals. I want to offer that to everyone who makes it through, and I can't do it for every finalist because that would be like months.
Yeah, gosh, yeah.
There's not enough of me. Sorry, guys.
Yes, we don't want to burn you out.
What are the other prizes?
So the other prizes are $350 worth package with Mark Thayer, who was the co-founder of Signature Sounds, actually up in Northampton. And so there's 2 studios that record it now. I think they're branching off, but he has a studio, Signature Sounds, in Pomfret, Connecticut. But he's worked with people like James Taylor. He's just, I can't even remember.
So they can take the song and go record it.
So they can take their song or whatever song, because I left it super open for this specific thing, because I was like, what would best serve the artist? Yeah. And so obviously what you're giving them is like, yes, you're going to up level all of them. And then you have Mark actually is going to be here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And he's going to be kind of like looking and observing, and his feedback matters because he works with people he's passionate about. I think Eric Troy got 5 songs out of that.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's lofty.
That's
good.
Great. That's a wonderful prize.
Yeah. The $350 from Bry Guy Digital, which is Ryan Shepard, videographer. And so you can do one of 3 things, to my understanding, is a music video, much like my Slipping Away music video, where it's like an edited, looks like an MTV produced music video. And then you can do a promo video where he goes and he lives your footage. Yeah. And then you can pick. So depending on what the artist needs next. So for instance, don't remember, but whatever the artist needed next was either a promo to get them gigs or a music video to express their original. And so the third, I think, is just the live raw footage, and, they could use it for whatever they want.
Nice. It's a great prize.
Yeah. It's awesome. And then the third one is from my business, which is me. Meli Entertainment, and it's $500 cash, because that was what I struggled with initially. Yeah. Not having enough to invest in myself. Right. How do I get going if I can't get going?
See, that's amazing. These are really thoughtful prizes, I think. I mean, it's not just so cool. here's your gift card to Guitar Center or whatever. These are really thoughtful things, and they're ways to help a musician's business, if you will, grow. Yes. Because I'm sure you don't know what a musician wants until you actually talk to them about it. But some people might just be fine playing open mics all the time, doing whatever. But the people who do these competitions, they're looking to up their game, and I'm not discounting open mics. Open mics are great, and it's great practice, and it's a way to get out in the community and do all that. And you might just be perfectly happy doing that all the time. But a lot of musicians want to take that next level, and they want to actually get paid for their work. Yes. Which every musician should get paid for their work, of course. But this is just a way to give them that level up with all of it. I mean, it's a whole package right here, what they can get. So, and that's why I wanted to give that to everyone, because it's like the promotion and being a part of that and figuring out how to do that. I mean, you went to my class. Yeah, I did. I took a lot of notes. So, it's important. And being a musician is a small business. Yes. And if you want to grow and you want to actually get something in return out of it, you have to somewhere in there, which is hard for creatives to do, very hard for creatives to do, but you have to figure out that balance in the business side versus the creative side. Yep.
100%.
So this is great. I'm excited.
No,
for
I know.
Saturday. The other thing I wanted to add is being a judge is how hard it is. It is the most difficult thing because everybody is at the top of their game. And to cut someone, it breaks my heart.
Yeah, I shatter.
It's so hard because you can't, everybody can't go forward. We would have a 3-day finale with everybody and we don't have enough money and prizes for everybody.
I did put padding in there. So we have a couple.
So you do that. You're such a good person.
I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's not really, nobody's running faster than the other person, right?
Right.
So how do you define, there's no better or worse?
Well, that's the thing. It's like when, and I would say that when I would post like photos and videos from each month, I would say it's the hardest thing in the world because nobody should get cut. Nobody.
No, they are all good.
Yeah. And so it's the smallest little thing that doesn't mean anything that gets you cut.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And it's so hard because you know it's going to hurt. They're going to be heartbroken.
I know.
You know, and they're going to be angry or they're going to, who knows?
You don't. I know.
And you just want to hug them and say,
You're amazing.
It has nothing to do with a lack of talent.
Yep. No.
It has nothing to do. You didn't sing anything out of tune. You didn't, you were great.
It's like the luck of the draw. It's like a roll of the dice. What judges did you get this month? And did they prefer that kind of music?
Yeah.
That really, it's like chemistry. It really comes down to random chemistry. And I do mix it up every month and I do random and.
Yeah. You did a little less this time though.
Yeah.
It was a little less of the mixing up because I've been a judge every month.
Yeah.
Which I hope is okay.
Yeah. Well, I like it that way. So if that feels right though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I get
it.
And that's why I never
You
assumed.
don't have like a bias or a preference. Like I've noticed you're so open to like all of it that I feel like myself, we can be present and not yourself. Well, thank you.
No, that's actually, I appreciate that. It's almost like feedback for me.
It's an observation that like you can judge every month and it's not going to skew it.
Yeah. It's not like somebody's going to come up and be like, oh God, I hate Americana. It's like,
I only like blues.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, this is not metal enough for me.
Super.
All music is beautiful to me and everybody deserves a shot.
Yeah.
The finals, September 20th. Yeah. It's down at Deep Roots in Sturbridge, which I love. It's time for my monthly, Blackberry Crush?
Yeah. Yes. I forget what it's a Blackberry Smash. That's
Smash.
it.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Blackberry
so
Smash.
Good.
That's what I get every time.
Yeah. And it's so funny because my Arizona friends crack up because I'm like, yep, it's time for me to drive down the entire state today. And they're like, what?
It's so true.
But it only takes like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like terrible, right? Yeah. I go from the top of the state to the bottom of the state. But Sturbridge is a cool little town though, too. So a lot of history there. Well, every town in New England has a lot of history.
It does.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if anyone in the New England area is listening, go to Sturbridge Saturday, September 20th, and come and cheer on these artists because they have worked very hard and they deserve an audience.
They're incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
Aww.
So, all right. That was part 1 of my interview with Amanda Meli of Meli Entertainment, talking about the Singer-Songwriter Showcase happening this Saturday down in Sturbridge. It starts at 2 p.m. Again, anybody's available to come and cheer on these amazing finalists. I would love to see you there. All the info can be found online. Just look up Amanda Meli Sings, look up Scene Mom Says. The links to everything will be in the show notes. It's all good. I leave you now with, I was experimenting, making sure I could still do a live musical interlude in the studio, and I think it turned out pretty well. So here's a little in-studio performance of Amanda Meli singing the song that I first heard from her that made me just fall in love with her music. She's such an amazing person. This is My Twin Flame. Thanks everybody for listening, and you'll hear me again soon.
They say love, it should be easy. I can't live a lie. My mind's been run dry over all the you and I. In my world now there are yellow rays and white swirl clouds in the sky. my shallow dreams to live by for you. You may be the only person who could ever break me. Oh, pocket shine, impossible designs, for it's meant to be signs to rationalize short-lived ties, hollow sighs. For you may be the only person who could set me free. Well, I'm kissing the ground, I've fallen and unbound to nothing sounds, no effervescence spinning rounds. Oh, after my rebellious frowns, well, nothing's lost, but nothing's found. No running forward, no stuck in the past. I've surrendered to right now at last for you. Well, you may be the only person who could ever break me. Of pocket shine, impossible designs, for it's meant to be signs to rationalize short-lived ties, hollow sighs. For you may be the only person who could set me What was lost was all the pain, the status quo, the roles, those masks that drive us all insane. I cleanse myself in your thunder and lightning rain, 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 my twin flame. My twin flame. Well, you may be the only person who could set me free.
You've been listening to the Scene Mom Says podcast. Intro, outro music is Look Good for the Radio by Fairy Bones. Learn more about Danny and the show at dannycutler.com.